Welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fandrax. He is the human who saved my daughter and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Herr Brackhaus. What does the representative of this great dragon, Lofwer, have to tell us about this magical insect, this Shadowrunner uncovered? Oh god, I don't really have a German accent. I'm just Russian. My Lord Lofwer has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years. As the level of magic grows, Hans, dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe time is of the essence. Fandrax, is it? Delighted. The bug you fought was not merely a magically awakened animal like a wyvern or hydra or anything else in the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It's the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. I imagine that moving from one plane of existence to another isn't easy. Correct. Perhaps Das Jaman could tell you all about it at length someday. He's got plenty of time to chit-chat. Now, an insect spirit can't simply thumb a ride through astral space and show up on Earth late for dinner. Dinner, in this case, being us. Two elements are required to bring one across the void. A shaman and a host. The spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. The shaman then accepts the spirit as his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. The best candidates are the disaffected and the disenfranchised. In short, the weak-willed. Their minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making the transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sort of people easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Finally, by performing what has to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving as the insect totem implants the spirit into the host, willingly or not. Then it's feeding time. Harlequin is correct. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host, while transforming into the spirit insect's own insectoid body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. I don't like the sound of this. You shouldn't. It's bad. Really, really bad. Our initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of the queen. Once a nest has its queen, she literally explodes with newly manifested insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all the flesh they could find and implanting more insect spirits into fresh corpses, again and again and again. This is not an infestation, Fandrax. It is an invasion. Lord Lofwer knew this day would come, but he didn't know precisely, nor where. Precisely when or where. Your rescue of Mr. Telestrain's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in this cycle of the world. Then why didn't you fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day? You half engaged the enemy. You know why. The insect spirit is only a resident in the transformed host's body. Conventional weapons can hurt the body and expose the spirit, but the spirit itself exists on two planes. It cannot be destroyed by mundane means. Hence, Project Aegis. Telestrain's biotechnology and agriculture divisions worked with my Lord Lofwer's thaumaturgical engineers and designed Project Aegis to destroy an insect spirit once it's released from its host. The formula, a fluorescent self-fluorescing astral bacteria strain exists in the physical and astral plane at once, and can thus affect the insect spirit. Please stop. Okay. Now that was a mouthful. Did you memorize it, or are you reading it off index cards? My director of R&D, Diane Ravenwood, will explain how Project Aegis can be used in the field. Dr. Ravenwood. Our weapons specialists have rapidly prototyped a delivery device for the fluorescing astrobacteria strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Aegis-filled shells. When fired, the shells will discharge a high-velocity stream of the bacteria. In order to destroy one of the bugs, it must first be damaged using conventional weapons or magic until the spirit is released from the astral body. Then the insect spirit must be shot with the Project Aegis prototype launcher to destroy it. So, in order to stop an invasion of insects from another dimension, a dragon and an elf co-created a magical insecticide. Crudely put, but accurate. We must first stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and we must stop them immediately. You are the only one who has been inside their facility, and the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. That, along with your highly effective assault on my property, indicates that you are the ideal person to lead the attack. What makes you think this Project Aegis will actually work? Because it has to. Come on, kid. When fate taps you on the shoulder, you've got to pay attention. Unfortunately, she also has a nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder. So when you turn around, she's on your other side, giggling like a deranged schoolgirl. I hate that. Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission, Fandrax? I feel like I should say 2, but I would suggest that the completion of this would probably include some sort of payment, likely in the dissolution of my debt from this man. So I'll just say, you had me at killing bugs. Show me how to use Aegis and I'll get it done. Excellent. I love the way that the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's very inspirational. There is one final note. A warning, if you will. You have seen the danger the insects represent, but you have not witnessed the shaman's power. The shaman must tap into a powerful source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know what abilities that power source will grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the shaman. Hey, don't scare the kid, Hansel. We still need him to go on the mission. By the by, I'm coming with you, Fandrax. I wouldn't mind seeing these creatures myself. I missed them last time. Telestrain will bankroll you so you can hire the rest of the team. Find me when you're ready to go, and we'll bug right out of here. Yes. Speak with Harlequin when you're ready to depart. If you wish to acquire additional supplies for your mission, find my assistant Quoth. He is highly resourceful. Were you spying on me at the Seamstress Union? You mistake your importance, Fandrax. No, I was not spying on you. Until Mr. Telestrange summons, you were beneath my notice. I saw only a customer. Now, do you need my magic? Are you really here? Are any of us? Yes, Fandrax, I am here, and at the Seamstress Union, and a myriad of other places. On to the work at hand. Do you require my magic? Who are you? I am a peddler of magic spells, spirits, and foci. Nothing more. Truly? No. I'm loath to talk to this man because no one else needs to hear any more of this accent, but we will not allow many opportunities during our briefings to ask questions, Shadowrunner. You may ask them now. How did the insect spirits get here? When the membrane between planes thins, the insect spirits reach into the mind of a shaman and begin their manipulation, playing on the weaknesses and offering unlimited power if the rituals needed to bring the spirits here are performed. But once a shaman takes an insect spirit as a totem, they begin an inevitable decline into insanity, slowly losing their humanity. Eventually, the shaman completely succumbs, becoming choosing the contentment and sense of clear purpose that part of a hive provides. Perform your role, serve your queen. That is all. If Lawfare had seen this coming and knew another was coming, seen this before and knew another was coming, why didn't he move faster? Based on the previous cycles of magic, the first insects are not due to appear for another 700 years. My Lord Lawfare believed he was well ahead of schedule. Something is different this time. It is concerning. Why do you think it's different this time? Perhaps it was due to the population of humans and meta-humans on Earth being so much higher than previous ages. As a result, the volume of magic created by sentient beings is correspondingly higher. Or perhaps it is the density of the population coupled with the advances of society and technology that have altered things. Magic has never returned to the world like this one before. The density of sentient creatures, coupled with the density of information, coupled with the new concept, the technological persistence of memory, heightens a society's emotional angst. Thus, more people realize how truly horrible experience existence is simultaneously. That in itself may be a form of magic. Lawfare is studying that question now. What's it like to serve a great dragon? Do not misconstrue my relationship with Lord Lawfare. I do not serve. Where do the insect spirits come from? As the level of magic in the Sixth World grows, for the lack of a better word, the distance between the various planes in reality decreases. When the membrane between the planes is thin enough, ritual magic may be used to draw beings from one to another. I should go. Yes, good luck. Is there something I can clarify for you? Tell me more about Project Aegis. Telestrain Industries Corporation has been working on Project Aegis for 2 years without fully understanding its use. Lawfare did not trust me with the information. My engineers finally met the Dragon specifications 3 months ago, and had just begun the production process when my cousin Lynn hired Shadowrunners to destroy the lab and factory, leaving us only the sample you stole. Why was Marie-Louise taken to the Universal Brotherhood? The host for the Queen is chosen very carefully, as the interactions between the Queen and the lead shaman are critical. A family connection between the two roles is ideal, as you have discovered my father's indiscretion with Melinda Watts. You know that Jessica Watts, the shaman, and Marie-Louise are related by blood. I would appreciate if that information remained in the shadows. How do I use Aegis? My people have weaponized the Project Aegis formula by creating shells which, when fired, propel a high-velocity cloud of the material which should be effective at killing exposed insect spirits. There are more effective ways to deliver Aegis, obviously, but time was of the essence, and I needed to improvise. I should go. Indeed. Anything new to say, McCluskey? You're gonna die, asshole. Maybe, but I'm gonna live first. You'll still die screaming. Useless piece of garbage, waste of life, stupid. Never mind. I was listening. It sounds bad. Yep. Thank you for everything. Could be worse. Could be raining. It's Seattle. You look like you have a lot of questions. Why were you locked up at the Universal Brotherhood? Father didn't approve of my boyfriend and tried to scare him off. Something went wrong and Hakeem ended up in a wheelchair. Father covered the whole thing up and lied to me about Hakim. He told me horrible things. And I believed him. My Aunt Lynn told me the truth about Hakim and how my father lied. She preyed upon my anger. I was so disgusted with him. It was so easy for her to get me to leave and join her new family at the Universal Brotherhood. Why did Lynn Telestrain and the Universal Brotherhood want you? Aunt Lynn was very excited to have me there. Almost manic. She talked about the inner circle and how I was going to be at its center. She said I would be their queen. The way she spoke, it was as if she had seen God or something. But it's not God she sees. It's bugs. Only bugs. Was it Hakim who helped you in the Matrix? Yes. Even after my father ruined his life and convinced me to hate him, he's still been watching over me. My angel in cyberspace, Baron Samedi. After we escaped, I told Hakim about the Brotherhood and about the bugs. It was his idea to steal Project Aegis so you could go back into the Universal Brotherhood and exterminate the bugs. But I don't know how he knew about it. Baron Samedi just knows things. So what did Hakim tell you about us breaking into your father's office? Nothing. I haven't spoke to him since last night. Why? What happened? He hasn't contacted... It went as planned until your father's people found me and brought me in. Of course it went as planned. Hakim is amazing in the Matrix. I'm sure I'll hear from him soon. I should go. Some things are just, better left unsaid. In addition to the Aegis-loaded launchers we will provide, I am authorized to outfit you with anything from weapons to supplies to clothings. Show me the outfits. Show me the gear. Well, I don't have a data jack, so... because it's a smart link weapon, so... I'm not getting a data jack. I don't want one. Thank you, sir. I look quite snazzy in this outfit, if I do say so myself. Alright, Mr. Harlequin. Who are we hiring? Are you ready to get knee-deep in ectoplasm? I have a few questions first. Of course you do. So, who are you? I am he, as you are he, and as you are me, and as we are all together. Excuse me. You are excused. I am Harlequin, Harley Quinn, the light bearer, the last knight of the crying spire, he who manipulates Shadowrunners and fights duels with assholes. And for the next hour or two, I am at your service. How do we kill an insect spirit again? Ah, the gory fun! Step 1. Damage the bug using conventional weapons and magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Step 2. Shoot the insect spirit using Project Aegis launcher that Telestrange people created. Step 3. Keep shooting until either the spirit is destroyed or you are bug food. Rinse, repeat. What's the connection between the bugs and the Universal Brotherhood? Oh, this one is a genius! Genius! Talk about hiding in plain sight. This cycle, the bugs didn't use some whacked-out shaman in a small rural village as their portal. They're thinking big. They set up a shop in every major city, creating a major marketing campaign, and then began aggressively recruiting the dropouts, the disaffected, and the deranged, just like any good cult. If Aegis fails, if we fail, the world will be absolutely overrun by bugs. It's brilliant! Does Hans Brockhaus really work for a Great Dragon? No. I'm ready. Let's go stomp some bugs. I thought you'd never ask. I suppose you should know, Telestrange technicians only had time to create a few prototype Aegis launchers. I'll be taking one naturally. Another is for you. Treat her well. If you want additional bug-splattering firepower, James has agreed to allow one of his personal elite guard to accompany us with the final prototype weapon. And now let us away. We have a date with Destiny, and she doesn't like to be kept waiting. What do you do? You're a mage. I was going to say, you seem like a mage. You shoot things. I shoot things. You know what? Let's have a lot of people that shoot things, because if we need to hurt these things with conventional methods, let's rock. Let's just go right in. Do you have a heal? You've got a heal. That's fine. And we've got tons of med kits, actually. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I'm like the worst outfitted of any of these people. Your return to the Universal Brotherhood is anything but subtle. The team hits the same back door Coyote found and you storm through, quickly making your way into the restricted area in the room where you last met Jessica and first encountered the bug. You stand there together, listening to the sounds of chittering coming from somewhere distant. Harlequin stares into the darkness, humming tunelessly while fingering the sword on his hip. Then he turns, lifts his Aegis launcher to his lips, and gives it a kiss. You give the signal and the hunt begins. I have 9 karma. It's not like I can do a whole lot with it. That side door you found last time you were here was helpful. We avoided all those Brotherhood spa-cult yahoos. Telestrain was right. You're a real value add. Now the fun begins. I have some questions. Of course you do. If you won't tell me who you are, will you at least tell me what you can do? See this sword? Yes. I can stick people with it. Pretty good, too. I also have one of those Telestrovware magical bug eradicating launchers like the rest of you. That's it? Is that not enough? Beyond the tattoos that adorn my face, I have another recent addition, in a place that only those closest of me will ever see. It is a dragon. Don't tell Hans. Oh, and I'm a powerful mage as well. I forgot that. What can we expect to find down here? You know as much as I do on that account. You have actually seen one of these entonomical cynetic transviatical dwellers in darkness. I have not. However, based on your recent reconnaissance, I would expect to find some deranged cultists, deranged priests, a deranged shaman, and a shit ton of deranged bugs. Oh, giant bugs. Oh, whatever. How did we kill an insect spirit again? Need a reminder. Yeah, okay. Now here's the tricky part. If we don't destroy the spirit fast enough, the spirit will re-enter the host, reanimate it, and rejuvenate it back to full health. I call it the 3 R's of buggery. You didn't mention that before. I didn't want to scare you. I'm ready. That's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it was all talking, but that's just the way it goes. So that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much. I just said that. And I'll see you in the next one.